I was, until one of our people informed me that a strange sight had appeared at Star Sand Shoal. No one's ever seen something quite like this before. I thought I should see it for myself.
Same here. Oh, so we heard that these things appear around the festival period. Any idea why that is?
Unfortunately not. We have very limited information about them, since they can't be interacted with. And no human phantoms have ever made an appearance before now. The most we've been able to deduce is that these sightings appear to be connected to the increase in Kuvaki energy around this time.
Yeah, seems like that's all we can do. This is all so confusing.
Allow me to lend you a hand. Everyone, our friend here should be able to provide us with some information.
Is that a phantom rhymehorn deer?
I've heard about how the Frost Moon Scions live in harmony with the animals and can even communicate with them. That's coming in handy now, for sure.
Okay. Yes, I understand. Then how about this?
Oh, it's leaving.
It appears to share our curiosity about this giant spaceship, so I asked it if it wouldn't mind investigating along with some friends. In return, I told it about some nearby spots where we may live in a different era from these phantoms, but I trust that the terrain, climate, and ecology here are more resistant to the effects of time than some things are. Let's give them a moment and hope for the best.
All back together? Must have been a lot of fruit.
Indeed. Now let me ask them some questions. It did find a lot of wild fruit, enough for them to feast for a long while. This puffin circled in the air.
Huh. Well, it definitely makes sense to get a bird's eye view.
Indeed. Other than that, I was also thinking that the world these phantoms see is also different from ours.
Oh, I get what you mean. The wild fruit exist in both times and spaces, but there might also be things that only exist in that space-time, which we can't see.
Good point. Great thinking, Llama.
Blunthorn rhinos can use Kuvaki to shift great rocks, but this one says it couldn't get that ship to budge by even an inch. The sniffer mole tried too, but despite being a skilled digger, it could not get through. They say that the spaceship looks robust and undamaged. It seems completely impervious to any and all. Yes, still, they deserve our thanks. We are grateful for all your efforts, dear friends. Now go. And
I've noticed some other human phantoms gathered nearby. Come on, let's go talk to them.
What is this thing? I've never seen it move, and there's no way to get inside.
Goodness knows.
What about his grandpa? Did he say anything to you?
Huh? I don't know.
Guess that means that as far as they're concerned, this ship's...
Come on.
Yes, brother, I shall join you.
We should go with them.
What the? This thing is crazy tough. I can't even scratch it.
Sorry, brother.
Enjoying yourself?
I was just seeing if I could influence this fan. I'm sure we're all starting to build up an idea of what's going on here now that we've spoken to some of the people. These phantoms are reenacting real historical events in Nodcry. It's almost like we're in some kind of interactive stage play. We can talk to the actors, but the plot is fixed, and we can't influence it.
It makes sense. History is set in stone. The objective facts of the past cannot be changed.
Paimon totally thought you were just goofing around earlier. But actually...
Of course I was. Anyway, at this point, I think we're forced to conclude that although the Phantom spaceship is right there in front of us, we aren't going to learn much about it from these people. Don't be discouraged. If nothing else, and think about it. So many people tried to hack their way inside, but no one could get the door open. It's made of very tough material. To me, that says that we'll either find the ship itself or the story behind it. It's just a matter of time.
Huh. Every now and then, when Varka gets serious, he actually does seem like Grandmaster material for once.
I wonder how the others are doing. Let's head back for now.
Sounds good. Also, drinks are on me if Team Knights of Favonius is the first to finish.
Wait, we have a team name now?
Am I in Team Knights of Favonius as well?
You're very welcome to join. We've even got a cathedral ready for you.
Isn't that technically blasphemy?
Nah, I'm sure Barbados doesn't mind a little harmless blasphemy once in a while.
Oh, no! Get away! Oh.
I know it's hard to stomach, Mr. DUrin. But as I'm sure you've noticed, there is nothing we can do to intervene in that which unfolds before us.
But we have to at least try.
And try you have. But are you aware of how many unsuccessful attempts you've made now?
I wasn't keeping count.
I'm afraid this is the 39th failure so far. Or the 5th if we're only counting this particular victim. There are no indications that these phantoms may be altered in any way.
You seem to have calmed down a little. I'll make us a fire. You should rest and have some water. Feeling any better now, Mr. DUrin?
May I ask a few questions?
Be my guest.
What exactly are we witnessing here? What happened to those people?
My guess would be that we are seeing Nodcry during the Conrian Cataclysm. Would that be accurate?
Conria.
That is correct. As you know, once the abyss senses even the tiniest crack, it floods in and spreads like wildfire. There was a time in the distant past when it permeated all of Notcry, causing immeasurable harm. The people paid a terrible price to heal this land. Then 500 years ago, the whole of Tevat suffered an abyssal disaster. Once more, Notcry was dealt a devastating blow.
I see.
In the face of the abyssal onslaught, all were like grains of sand tossed around by a tidal wave, be they human, fae, or god. The moment you witnessed is but one drop in a whole ocean of catastrophe.
All right. I guess that answers my second question, too. I wanted to know why there's nothing I could do to help them, and that's because what we are seeing is history.
That would be my guess as well.
As I understand it, history and fate are not all that dissimilar. The latter may be unseen to us, but both...
Yes. Fate was determined long, long ago.
I still have a couple of other questions for you, Mr. Flint's. You mentioned more than one abyssal disaster that has struck this land. And also, how are you able to stay so calm when, from everything I know about you, you're not cold or ruthless, and you're not indifferent to the suffering of others?
Alas, I am forced to show my age. I must be 600 or 700 years old by human
Wait, so...
One is not easily moved by history when one has witnessed the truth firsthand.
I'm sorry.
You needn't apologize. Your passion is a good thing to have. Treasure it, because someday you may find it in terribly short supply. Now, at the risk of offending you, I have a question in your curiosity toward the abyss. Is it born? I only ask because I kept a fragment of Rarir's body in my lantern for a short time. Specifically, his heart. And I hear its power growling from somewhere within you. In my eyes, your mere existence is a miracle.
My honest answer is... I don't know. I don't think I have the confidence to say for certain. What I will say is the abyss is not the only issue that haunts me. Even before I became who I am today, the question dogged me constantly. My doubts remain unresolved. But when we fought Rarir, something became a little clearer to me. Sometimes it is the darkness within us that allows us to achieve the impossible.
I certainly got the sense from your 39 attempts that you were trying to achieve the impossible. It sounds like you've resolved to see the truth for yourself.
Absolutely. In that sense, he and I are quite similar.
Then I wish you every success. Well, if everyone's caught their breath, I suppose we should head back. Oh, and one last thing. I'd appreciate if you kept our discussion about history a secret.
Incredibly, our separate investigations led us all to the same conclusion. Hooray for consensus!
Yeah, but we barely learned anything, though. I totally thought this would be the mother lode. And all this stuff about moons and hyperopia. What a load of baloney. Seems like people back then had a few screws loose.
I understand your frustration. We found the same issue. Each phantom only showed a very brief moment in time. There isn't much value to be found in these miscellaneous fragments of a civilization's history, no matter how glorious it may have been.
If there's a silver lining, it's that these phantoms are harmless to the present reality. They shouldn't get in the way of the festivities.
Paimon agrees. And not just because it's the first thing she understood in this whole conversation.
You look disappointed, Nefer. Is something the matter?
What do you think? We all worked our tails off, but the only one to gain anything from it was you, Lady Moonshanter.
Well, please do share the Hyperborean records with me. I will gladly inscribe them in our people's documents.
Oh, duh! Yeah! That was it! Hyperborea! Hyperborea.
I'm serious. Only an expert in the Frostmoon Scions and their history can turn these records into valuable research material. The alternative is to let them gather dust on the Curatorium's storage shelves until the pages turn yellow. Nefer, you're wise enough to know that cooperating and sharing the profits is the best course of action here.
Well, that goes without saying. Sure, let's do that.
Huh? But didn't you say we aren't supposed to give out intel for free? Sorry. Shutting up. Now is not a good time to push Nefer's buttons.
Anyway, back to Moon Prayer Night. I'm thinking that we should prepare something a little special.
You mean a parting gift?
Can't go wrong with food. Although, does food go bad on the moon?
Perhaps a lantern would be a better choice. It might be dark up there.
It could prove difficult to light a lantern on the moon. Magical stones might serve that purpose better.
What about a clockwork mecha model from Fontaine? I've got a whole bunch at home.
None of these sound like things she would be even remotely interested in. But we don't interact with her enough.
Yeah. It would really save us the guesswork if someone could find out what she's into.
Wait, what the? Traveler? They're all looking at you.
Great! Haha, problem solved. Now, I need to stop by Dory's. Gonna need her help sourcing a bunch of stuff for the festival.
Then let's leave it there for now. We all have our own business to attend to. Traveler, if you find out what Kutar likes, let us know right away.
Is something the matter? I'm fine. It's just... I'm still feeling a little rattled after witnessing the horrors of the Abyss. But it's okay. This is something I have to work through. I'll be all right. Thanks for your concern.
Well, don't put too much pressure on yourself.
Come on. Stop treating me like a kid.
Weren't there a few Kuhenki here last time, too? Where did they all go? Walkies? For Kuhenki? You're not pet— Oh, well. Looks like we just came at a bad time. Let's try again tomorrow. There's still a few days until Moon Prayer Night, so we're in no rush. Besides, she needs time to rest anyway. Kalamina! Are you back yet? Oh, how strange. Looks like she still isn't here. Right? It's not like her to spend so much time outside. Especially since she's worried about attracting... What about Luonitar? Luonitar, you there? Hey! Do you know where Kalambina went? Sorry. Yeah, that's even stranger. What about him? Oh, that's not good news. They change color when Kalambina gets weaker, right? And they look super pale right now. Good idea. She might know what's happening. Llama!
Ah, it's you. How is Kutar? Is she okay? No, she hasn't. I came here to check on her after I noticed the flowers had changed color. Based on past precedent, she must be very weak right now. Even getting up to walk would be a struggle. It seems unlikely that she wandered off outside.
Not to mention that she doesn't do that at the best of times either. So yeah, this is super weird.
No. Very few people are in the know about Kutar's whereabouts. And if anyone suspicious had visited, they'd have left some sort of evidence. Come on, let's go to Nasha Town. If anyone has seen her, someone there will know about it. It's not Kry's information hub after all.
Makes sense. Let's go!
Oh dear. I am feeling the urge to jump in a puddle.
Wait a moment. Is it suspicious. It's never been here before, right?
No, I don't recognize it.
Alas, your free and easy adventure time is over. Now, prepare to face the final boss of Nod Cry.
Whoa! Where'd that voice come from?
Not sure, but it's definitely hostile.
No, not that way. The final boss is right here.
The sniffer mole?
That's the final boss? Surely not. Also,
Okay, the jig is up. I'll stop teasing you. Turn around. I'm right behind you. It seems I've managed to leave quite an indelible impression, even though you've never seen my face. Ah, nothing could make a great mage more pleased with herself.
What is going on?
I've heard that all the big shots in Teyvat have long, wordy titles that stun people speechless when they make their entrance. Unfortunately, none of them are affiliated with the Hexenzirkel, and we ourselves keep a very low profile. The notorious name-dropping doesn't quite work for us. Still, I for one, so that didn't stop me from coming.
Alice! It's really you this time? Not a lantern or a dodo but Alice in the flesh?
Oh, that's right. So, what do you think? How does it feel to finally meet me?
You look like...
Oh, that's the first thing you thought. A little surprising, but that actually makes me very happy. Because that means that when Klee grows up, she'll be just as stunningly beautiful as her mother.
So she's a friend of yours?
Kind of. This is actually the first time we've seen her in person.
I see. Madam Mage, that was, quite a powerful entrance. I certainly won't be forgetting it anytime soon.
It's okay, Lauma, don't force it. Paimon will do the honors. This is Alice from the Hexenzirkel. She's a friend of ours. And of Arcus, too. That's right. She's a good person, just kinda... unpredictable.
Well, what is the human heart if not unpredictable? Hmm? If we could not do as we please, how would we differ from machines?
I am Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, I know. Before you got here, I spent a good, 15 minutes getting up to speed on Nodcry's present situation. In other words, I've read the whole in the last episode part, so we can skip the pleasantries.
Fair enough. Well, Miss Alice, I can already tell that you have quite a unique personality.
He'll get used...
Oh, I thought I told you already. And what a formidable foe I shall be. Powerful. Oh, drat. My one weakness, and you found it in an instant. Thus falls the great Dodo King.
Why are you playing along with this nonsense?
For funsies, of course. What's wrong, Paimon? Are you disappointed in me? Am I a gigantic letdown?
No, it's just... you seem like a busy lady. And this is the one time you've shown up in person. Paimon figured it would be for something more high stakes than just goofing around.
You're quite right. I'm here in Not Cry because something big happened. Something big enough it caught the attention of the Hexenzirkel. It concerns the 3 moons, Teyvat's borders, and of course, the moon goddess you are, kind of. Why don't we discuss this over a pot of tea? My main reason for coming on this trip to Teyvat was, of course, to have some fun. But I do technically have a job to do as well. Namely, I'll skip over the complicated parts. But to sum it up, abyssal energies are all that lie beyond Teyvat's border. We'd find ourselves in a real pickle if they ever made it through. And the phantoms you've been seeing are a sign that the border has been disturbed.
Ah, no wonder they tend to show up around Moon Prayer Night.
Is it because the real moon is now so close to us that its power can cross the border?
In part, but only a negligible amount passes through. Just enough to influence the verdant crests and so on. And as you've noticed, there has been the Trilunars
A trilunar.
eons ago, before the heavenly principles came to Devat. It was the then 3 moon goddesses who controlled the laws of this world. Oh, that's but. And it's having a note because I wish to give my darling daughter a peaceful, sunny environment to grow up in. Is that a good enough reason?
Kinda sounds like you're dodging the question, but
Well, that's one reason anyway, and the most important one. The others are a little complicated to explain. For instance, cleaning up after dearest Miss R. Albedo could tell you more about that if you're curious, but right now, I have a more important question to ask you. Why are you I see. Nicole told me about that legend once.
Nicole? You mean Mage Anne?
Oh, so you remember. Yes, of course. That was a story about fate, her area of expertise. But back to the story of our dear moon goddess. I'm afraid her intended method of returning to the moon is unlikely to work anymore.
What does that mean?
She may be missing, but she hasn't gone anywhere.
My body is so heavy. Wait, no. It's my mind that's heavy. My arms, what's happening to me? Are you out for a walk too? Huh? The day has come at last. Have I grown so weak that I can't even sustain my physical form? But Moon Prayer Night is nearly here. I was so close to returning home. Death is near. Is this how it ends for me? Will I return to the moon after I disappear? Or... I don't want it to end like this. So far, at least, I still exist. Even if not physically, I can still feel. But as my power wanes, I'm sure that too will fade. I suppose I might take one final look at this world. The world where I was born.
Come on! Wait for me!
The Frost Moon Enclave. How much it has changed since I was born.
These decorations, they're so heavy.
It's times like this when you kind of wish men could be priestesses and acolytes.
How fascinating. I've never had the chance to be privy to people's private lives in this way. In the past, people would get so solemn and serious the moment I showed my face. Like they were frozen stiff.
Karina, Lametti, it's time to eat.
to watch them a little longer.
So just fill these balloons with air, right?
Yep. Try a couple now to test things out. The rest can wait till Moon Prayer Night.
Think fast.
Rita!
Teasing an acolyte of the Frost Moon Scions? Surely that's a punishable offense.
Take this!
Huh?
All right, enough horsing around. Lady Lauma gave us a task. We should get back to it.
The task is just to check that the balloons don't leak, right? Doesn't matter if we fill them with air or water. Yeah.
Okay, you got me there. And you got me there. But still, we can't use all the balloons before the festival even starts.
We won't use all of them. And as long as Lady Lauma's trusted acolyte doesn't snitch, this can stay as a little secret between friends. A couple more can't do any harm, right?
Oh, you menace. Then, think fast!
Is pumping a balloon full of water really so much fun?
I'm sure you're both tired from playing all day. Come on, eat up.
A plain, humble meal. That has always been the way of the Frost Moon Scions.
Huh? How come Lametti got a midsummer berry dessert? Oh, I always get Lockaberry. I don't mind sharing. You can have a bite of mine if I get to have a bite of yours.
They're sharing food? I've never shared food with anyone before. Even at the Harbinger tea parties, everyone just ate off their own plate. And when I couldn't finish my food offerings from the Frost Moon Scions, they'd leave the leftovers out under the moonlight for the animals to claim.
Hey! That was 2 bites! Oh, then you can have another bite of mine.
Oh, you too. Oh, don't fret now. Here, have some of Granny's too.
So this is what it means to be family. I'm seeing so much that I'd never usually get to see. They'd never act like this when I was around. It's nice, being able to just watch people in peace in these final moments. What a rare opportunity. I think I'll go take a look around Nasha Town, too. Maybe the Traveler will be there.
After the War of Funerary Flame, the Moon Goddesses were no longer recognized by Tevat. They lost the whole foundation for their existence. That's why the Moon Goddess's strength is fading. She cannot withstand the world's rejection of her. To be more pedantic about it, the Moon Goddesses did something to offend the heavenly principles, and that's why they were ousted. Something of a recurring theme in Tevat's history. Theoretically, speaking so candidly should put me in their crosshairs too, but they can't tell me what to do. Anywho, the Moon Marrow, fortunately, it happened close enough to Moon Prayer Night when the Kuvaki concentration here is high. That's the only reason she managed to survive this long.
What do you mean, fortunately? You said she disappeared. We're too late.
Ugh, what a headache. I thought this was all common knowledge. I guess I have some more explaining to do. Okay, buckle up. It's time for another lecture. earlier that the moon goddesses lost the foundation for their existence. The reason for that has to do with the natural order. Basically, the rationale for their existence in Tevat was lost. The same logic applies to the present moon goddess, too. Consider her existence so far. Her comrades in the Fatui called her Damselette. And she was worshipped as Kutar by the Frost Moon Scions. But these connections have now been severed, whether by her hand or yours.
So, the rationale that once sustained her existence is now gone.
Wait, we did that to her?
Oh, well, strictly speaking, yes. But let's not start pointing fingers, shall we? I'll only end up as the big bad villain, and that's not the kind of final boss I want to be. Of course I do. I'm only the greatest mage in the whole entire world. Now, if you wish to find your moon goddess, there are two problems we need to solve. Firstly, we'll need to strengthen the connection between her and Tevat, at least enough to sustain her until Moon Prayer Night.
Strengthen her connection. But does that mean I'll have to rally all the Frost Moon faithful behind this?
I'm afraid a bygone faith and a former home won't be of any help to her now. Do you know her name?
Her name?
Oh, yes. Names are very important things. A name is a fundamental concept that anchors one's entire existence. Then your first job is to find it. As a moon goddess, I'm sure she must have a name she identifies with. Neither Columbina nor Kutar is her true name, and she's never really accepted either of them.
So, finding out her real name is enough to sustain her existence?
Yes, I know it sounds like a small step, but every journey begins that way. So for now, that's all we need to focus on. The second problem is with her plan to use the moon marrows to return to the moon. Unfortunately, piercing through the false sky will take an enormous amount of power. Given her current condition, she won't be able to provide anywhere near enough power, even if she recovers her physical form. But no need to fret. Nicole's the expert in this field, and I'm sure she'll figure something out.
Wait, Mage N is going to help us out too? That means we've got 2 Hexencircle mages on the case. This is turning into a pretty big deal.
Actually, this is more of a side quest for me. Like you said, I'm a busy lady, so I can't stay for too long. I'll have to return to Tevat's border soon. That's the upside you get for looking out for my little Klee. Hopefully that will incentivize you to carry on keeping her company in the future. Anyway, jokes aside, you'd better get moving. It will take quite a miracle for the moon goddess's consciousness to hold out till Moon Prayer Night. Oh, I suppose I might as well tell you where Nicole is before I leave. Off you go now. Time to meet your new friend. Oh, yes, and a little suggestion. Don't forget to mind your heads.
What?
I wonder how DUrin's doing. I should really go see him before I head back.
You really are super busy.
I most certainly am. There's so many children I have to keep tabs on just in Mondstadt. DUrin, Albedo, Venti, Varka.
Klee didn't make the list, huh?
Of course not. Klee is my pride and joy. I have no qualms about her, because she's the best child in the whole wide world.
Yep. Klee's a little angel.
I'm glad you agree. Well, all the best. See you when I see you.
She left in a hurry.
Yeah, she didn't pack up her stall. Should we handle it for her?
I must say I'm now very curious about her daughter. Klee, wasn't it? What's she like?
That's a long story. Come on, we'll fill you in as we go.
What a lively place. I've never experienced Nasha Town like this before.
Hey, you old geezer! Your hammer's rusted through!
Who are you calling old geezer?
Are they quarreling?
I'm looking right at him! You've really gone downhill since giving your daughter free rein in the workshop. Can you even swing a hammer anymore? It shouldn't take you days just to fix a single chair. You might as well use that hammer to massage my back for all the good it's doing.
Don't run your mouth, or you'll get a back massage that'll put you in bed for the rest of your life. Look, the materials haven't arrived yet, all right? You know how busy it gets in the days before Moon Prayer Night.
I'll bet you send all the materials to your little princess. Blood's always thicker than water, huh?
All right, you've made your point, Uncle Koski. As soon as the materials arrive, fixing your chair will be the #1 priority. And Dad, if you've got time to chat, why don't you—
See? Lolka knows what—
I guess they're friends. But the way they spoke to each other was so ugly. Then again, it wouldn't be the first time I've seen something like this.
Columbina! Sing outside my door in the middle of the night one more time, and I'll unscrew your vocal cords. You hear me?
Oh, Zandrone. So that was her way of trying to be friends with me. What a pity. I won't get the chance to say any ugly things in reply.
Hey, have you decided what to give her for Moon Prayer Night?
I sure have. She's gonna get the surprise of her life when she's least expecting it. Then I'll whip out the ring and pop the question.
The surprise of her life. What a fun turn of phrase.
Cool, I get the picture. You can spare me the gushy details. Ooh, looks like we have a customer. Hello there, ma'am. Would you like some Moon Prayer Night candy?
Huh? Is he talking to me? Can he see me?
Here you go.
Oh.
Come back anytime. Right. Now, where were we?
I don't know why, but I still held out hope.
The most important thing right now is to find that mage.
This name thing seems super important too, but where do we even start looking?
I'd better go pay the Fatui a visit.
Columbina?
Traveler?
Let's go! This is no time to be spacing out!
they going? They mentioned a mage and... a name?
So, Mr. Varka, are you acquainted with this Nicole? Or should I call her Mage N?
Ah, not really. We've never met, though she has come up in conversation. From what I've gathered, Alice kinda took Nicole under her wing. Taught her how to speak in a more ladylike fashion, that kind of thing.
Huh. Hard to imagine Alice as an etiquette coach.
Yeah, Alice is a larger-than-life personality, I'll give you that. But then again, that's why she's able to draw such an eclectic mix of people into her inner circle. If I remember correctly, being an interesting person is actually one of her main entry requirements. So, if you ever wanted to join the Hexenzirkel, I'm sure you'd both be eligible to apply.
Hey! Don't go around making promises on Alice's behalf.
I wouldn't dare. I'm just trying to paint a picture of the Hexenzirkel for you.
Okay, sure. Anyway, since none of us have ever met Nicole, how are we supposed to find her? We can't just go up to every woman in sight and ask, "Hey, are you Nicole?"
Maybe something she's wearing will give it away? Like, a windbloom pinned to her chest or something.
Wait a minute. Alice never said Nicole was from Mondstadt.
Oh, true.
That would be this young lady, then?
Hey there! Sorry to disturb you, but are you Miss Nicole?
Varka, Knight of Boreas of the Knights of Favonius. Alice might have mentioned me before.
Mm-mm.
Ah! Have we got the wrong person? Sorry. Well, this is awkward.
When I shook my head, I meant, no, Alice hasn't mentioned you before.
Huh? Where is this voice coming from?
My apologies. For certain reasons, I am unable to speak. This is the only way I can communicate with you. It might take some getting used to, but I hope you can understand.
Hey, it's fine. I'm more shocked.
As for you two, we have crossed paths twice before, but it is nonetheless a pleasure to finally meet you.
Oh, it's really you! Thanks for all your guidance in the past.
You're quite welcome. This time, things are different. We have reached the unwritten pages of the story. You might say that we stand at the crossroads of fate. Now then, allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is... No, stop! Alice! I can't believe it! I had a whole speech prepared. I'd agonized over every single word. She always picks the worst moments to ruin other people's plans. I'm so sorry about that. Alice took the liberty of devising some bespoke self-introduction magic for each member of the Hexen Circle. But I could have sworn I deleted all of the triggering conditions for it. How did it bypass everything? Oh gosh, this is so embarrassing.
This is a very different side of Nicole than what we're used to. Is she not used to face-to-face interactions? Don't worry about it. We've seen that introduction magic once already, so it wasn't too much of a shock.
Please go on, Miss Nicole. We'd love to hear what you have to say, or, well, communicate.
Huh? Are they talking to this lady? But...
Will you all promise to forget that horrendously embarrassing introduction?
Sorry? Embarrassing? When?
Yes, my name is Nicole, and I am one of a very few angels who have retained both their preferred form and their power. The Traveler and Paimon should be no strangers to this concept. There is another of our kind in Natlan. They call her the Lord of the Night.
All right! Paimon remembers her.
Yes. Well, I have retained more of my power than she. It's because I don't have a long-term duty to fulfill. To be more specific, no. We'll be here all day if I get into the specifics. Moving on. If I'm not mistaken...
That's right. Is that something you can give us any guidance on?
Yes, I do know a way. It began with the Hyperboreans, who lived after the War of Funerary Flame. Blank looks. Maybe I should start with the background of the war. Or maybe not. It shouldn't be an issue. I'll fill in the gaps for you when we have more time. Anyway, after that war ended, the three moons retreated to beyond the false sky. The Hyperboreans were humans I once aided. They accepted the civilization and creations bestowed upon them by the angels. But despite accepting many blessings of the angels, many among them still held on to their faith in the moons. They were reluctant to accept the new order, even after the War of Funerary Flame. They sought to contact the moon goddesses beyond the sky and receive their guidance.
But all three had passed away by that point.
This mage has a unique method of communicating. Is she talking about the moons?
Yes, but they did not know. And so, still they prayed for the moon goddess's mercy. After building titanic structures that consumed vast amounts of Kuvaki, at last they glimpsed the moons and heard their voices. But of course, they were gravely disappointed, for it was then that they realized the three moon goddesses were dead.
Oh, that's such a sad story.
It is. Humanity was in a very sorry state at that time. The angels who had once aided them were gone, and the War of Funerary Flames had left them homeless and destitute.
Just a second, I gotta ask. How relevant is all this history to the task at hand?
Well, I mean, it's... Okay, it seems we've drifted into irrelevant narrative waters. It's been a while since I've had the chance to speak inside someone's head. As soon as I got started, I lost control and the words just flowed out like a waterfall. What I'm trying to say is... Right, yes, that's it. The relevant part is the ritual created by the Hyperboreans. The fact that they bypassed the false sky and saw the true moons implies that they successfully built a connection between Tevat and the outside world. Which means, with enough Kuvaki and a sufficiently stable connection, It should be feasible to send one person over the border.
Okay, so they built some kind of portal?
Oh, yes. A portal. Yes.
Is something wrong? You sound disappointed.
I just didn't expect you to summarize it so well. It turns out I could have said all that in one word, if only I'd managed to think of it.
No, please, it's fine. This is invaluable knowledge. I'll be sure to record and preserve everything in writing.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, I suppose I could backtrack and add some more detail. I did gloss over a few things so far.
Whoa, 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 time out. Let's summarize what we've got first. The Hyperboreans were the last ones to use this method, right? So we somehow need to find whatever structure they built and make sure there's enough Kuvaki to power it up. Luckily, we have the moon marrow of both the eternal and iridescent moons, so we're all good for Kuvaki. Which means the key issue we need to focus on is finding the place. Am I right so far?
Yes. Although I expect the structure is long gone by now. That said, what if we could take advantage of the phantoms to travel back to a time when it still existed? Well, travel back isn't quite accurate. It's more like we'd be creating a handshake between 2 points in space-time. We wouldn't even have to pick a time when it still existed. It could just be a time when it still appeared in phantom form via projection, or we could project our own phantoms, fold them together, and... You look lost. Was that too hard to follow?
Yeah, things got a little, technical there. Paimon's brain is reaching capacity.
All right. Let me think about how to put this more simply. Okay, got it. Over the next few days, I'll search for phantoms that we can use. Once I find one that meets the criteria, I'll let you know and we'll regroup. By completing certain rituals, specific individuals will be able to enter the phantom and make it to the Hyperborean structure. If everything checks out and it looks feasible, we'll just need to wait for Moon Prayer Night, and we can send the Moon Goddess back home. I'm really skimping on the detail here. Is this making any sense at all?
I think so. For now, we'll just wait to hear from you.
Yes. Basically, yes.
Great. Counting on you. In the meantime, we'll focus on finding the Moon Goddess's name.
My name? Are they looking for a way to stop me from disappearing?
Excuse me, Miss...
Go on, Miss Nicole.
This conversation was a little all over the place. I didn't catch your name.
I am Lauma, of the Frost Moon Scions.
Ah, I did wonder. I noticed that you listened very intently when I spoke about Hyperborea and the moon's history. If you'd be interested, I'd love to visit you this evening and go through it again in greater detail. Also, if you were serious about making a record, it would be too risky to simply write down the raw details as is. I would suggest some tweaks. Maybe rewrite the stories as fairy tales or fables, perhaps even prayers. Anyway, we can cross that bridge when we come to it. So, see you later then? Oh, and no need to prepare anything. Just a cup of tea will do.
See ya!
She seems friendly. It's just...
It's so nice to find someone who's actually willing to listen. I've been dying for a chance to finally go through all this systematically from start to finish. Any longer and I'd probably start forgetting it.
Now Paimon gets why Alice told us to mind our heads.
Ha 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 ha, what did I tell you? A lot of quirky people in Alice's orbit. Now then, the next order of business is, where do we start looking for the Moon Goddess's name?
Maybe the rest of what Nicole has to say might give us some clues.
Once I've heard her out, I'll summarize the salient points and share them with you all. I'm also inclined to review our other documents. Yes, our faith was first established by our Hyperborean ancestors, but many of the more factually accurate records are from after Kuthar's birth.
Sounds like we're gonna follow Columbina's journey through Devat, huh? In that case, we'll start by heading to the Frostmoon Enclave.
Sounds like a plan. Take this with you. I'll see about getting in touch with the Fatui. It'll probably just be Arlecchino and Sandroni again. They're the only ones who would want to help.
Thank you, Mr. Varka.
Don't mention it. Honestly, I'm more comfortable dealing with the Fatui than prying into the details of a young lady's childhood. Catch you later.
I should follow them, just in case there's some way that I can help.
A while ago, I took the time to organize all documents in our possession that pertain to Kuthar. What you see here is the material I consider reliable.
You're saying there's unreliable material too?
Yes. Most of the information we have was transmitted through an oral tradition. Inevitably, some of her stories were mythologized and deified over the years through countless retellings. That's why I organized them into reliable and unreliable. There's no sense seeking answers in history unless we can ensure the veracity of the historical record.
Makes sense. All right, let's take a look through. Almost all these records refer to Kuthar instead of Columbina. Although neither of those is her real name. Paimon's not sure what point she's trying to make.
What we can gather from these records is that the Frostmoon Scions worshipped her as a god, placing impossible expectations upon her. I cannot fault them for their earnest faith, but for all their devotion, worshipping her day in, day out changed nothing. I imagine that none of it resonated with Columbina. It wouldn't surprise me if, even back then, she had already begun to reject the name Kuthar and everything it represented.
Lauma speaks the truth. When I heard them call upon Kuthar with hope and expectation in their voices, they may as well have been calling upon somebody else.
Well, that's a bit complicated. I looked at the level of detail, perceived authenticity, prose style, and how realistic their portrayal of Kuthar seemed to be. Amongst the Frostmoon Scions of today, only I know of her existence, and I alone have spoken to her face to face. As such, I know that there are certain things she simply would never do. That being said, I have sensed some changes in her lately.
Changes? Me?
Oh, seems like this is getting us nowhere. Oh, for what it's worth, why don't we check the unreliable sources too?
Sure. Give me a moment.
Exerting but a fraction of her divine might, Kutar sheared a great mass from the snow-capped mountain and cast it into the sea, upon whose surface shone the mirror image of the moon. Thus was formed the island of Hisi. Yeah, right. That doesn't even begin to pass the sniff test. The 3 moons are naught but lies through and through. Only one moon has ever shown—
The vast majority of ancient texts are filled with fanciful tales like these. I trust you understand my criteria a little better now. Kutar did not speak, merely gazing into the distance in silence. And where her gaze landed, this was her prophecy. Clearly, whoever wrote this text never even met Kutar. Otherwise, they'd know that her eyes are always closed.
What about you, Traveler? What are you reading? Come on, let Paimon see. The child wished to build a wooden nest with which to shield a fledgling bird from the cold. But being so young and lacking in strength, the child could not snap the branches from the trees. Kutar was passing by. Upon seeing the child, she summoned forth a Kuhenki, who built a beautiful nest for the child.
I remember that.
Not knowing the meaning of Kutar's divine intervention, the child dared not to respond, and thus ran home to call their parents. But Kutar was gone. The moon chanter declared the event a miracle and took the nest as a relic, placing it on high for all to see. The child was named as one favored by the goddess and was greatly respected amongst the people. Yet, no further miracles were bestowed, and this matter was forgotten in but a few years. Huh. Any thoughts after reading that? Yeah. Columbina probably just wanted to join the kid in making nests.
Ah. I'd originally considered this a fabrication, because Kutar did not perform any similar actions in subsequent records. But now that I think about it, it does seem like something Columbina would do. It's just that...
She didn't know how other people would interpret her actions. She was probably worried about making things difficult for people. And so, she gradually stopped joining in.
Yes.
Oh, that's so sad.
And now, I can make no such gestures of warmth, even if I want to.
Still no name. That's a bit of a shame. But we did learn some interesting stories. That's gotta count for something. Barca said he was gonna set up a meeting with Arlecchino and Sandrone, right? Let's go back to Nasha Town and see how he's doing. pretty much the same place we bumped into each other last time.
I convinced them to stick around a little longer. We were all waiting on people, so I figured having a little company would help pass the time.
Ah, so you've been waiting for us? Does this mean that you've already arranged things with the Fatui?
Sure does. Now you're back, we can go meet up with them together. How'd your investigation of the Frost Moon Enclave go?
Well, we didn't find out Columbina's true name. But apart from that, it went pretty well.
Aha, just as well that I did.
Oh, no, we already met with her.
We discussed that experiment I mentioned to you last time. Oh, and she also handed me this communication device.
That's right. I understand she informed you about the relationship between the phantom phenomena and Tevat's borders, yes? She wants me to help her with some more experiments on that front. She said that she'll contact me through this device with more information.
Ah, I see. Following instructions and making observations. Pretty common research method. Takes me right back to Albedo's lab.
Wait, then who exactly are you meeting?
Someone you know. Albedo's met him too. But I don't think Miss Lauma or the Grand Master have been introduced.
Introductions are overrated, especially in cases like this.
It's you!
So, it's not like the Academia has prohibitions against going abroad. Also, I applied for leave.
I've been writing to Hat Guy since obtaining a human form. I've already brought him up to speed on everything that's been going on in Nodcry.
Hat Guy? Turns out, I actually have heard that name before.
Oh? Then why did you react the same way I did?
I only knew the name, not the fella. But since we're all here, let's do some introductions for what it's worth. I'm Varka, Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions.
And I'm a Driosh from the Vahumana Darshan of the Sumero Academia. Hat Guy. Good to see you again, Mr. Guy. I believe we last saw each other on the boat ride here. Mind you, the only reason I came here is because there's someone I want to look into.
Who's that?
The Doctor, also known as Dottore, second of the Fatui Harbingers.
From the tone of your voice, it sounds like there's bad blood between you.
I was reviewing our archives and noticed that a lot of information about him was missing. Left a bad taste in my mouth. That's all there is to it. Dottore, or Zondik, as he was then known, once studied at the Academia, but he got kicked out before he could graduate.
So the Harbinger's #2 man is a college dropout? How embarrassing for them.
Last we heard, he was planning something. We actually heard that a few times before, even coming to Nodcry, but we haven't seen a trace of him since we got here.
He only appears when something interests him. For all we know, he might have left already. But the fact he did something here at all is worth noting. It'll fill a couple extra lines in his file.
Why does it sound less like a file you're writing and more like a criminal record? Anyway, we were just about to meet 2 of the other Harbingers. Want to come along? You might learn a thing or two about him there.
Sure.
Even though they're Harbingers, well, they're old acquaintances of ours, so, you know, when you talk to them, try to be...
I got it.
The Frost Moon Scions' relations with the Fatui remain tense, Forgive me if I do not attend.
In that case, we'll continue assisting Miss Alice with her experiments.
Good stuff. Everyone's having a fruitful time. All right, we better get going. I'll lead the way.
Well, yeah, that's obviously part of it. But I'm not the only one who has a score to settle with him. Neither you, nor Lesser Lord Kusanali, nor I want to see him meddling with things again. What's the hurry? Don't worry. Pigeons always know which way home is.
You made it. Who is this?
A scholar from Sumeru. They call him Hat Guy. He's an old friend of the Travelers.
Wait, this is the academia representative you wrote about? He doesn't exactly look the part.
I believe this will prove my identity. You'll notice it bears the seal of the Sanctuary of Surasthana.
Well, what do you know? So it does. All right then. My mistake.
It's fine. I expected as much.
What?
So as I mentioned in my letter, the Academia's got its eyes on DUrin. But this matter remains top secret. Apart from those assisting in the investigation, the fewer people who know, the better.
If anyone asks, I'm here in Nodcry to pursue my personal academic interests.
Gotta say, Varka, you did pretty well to keep all this under wraps for so long. Sounds like you got in touch with the Academia about this way back.
you flatter me.
Where do I even start? Remember that time we fought Rarir at Star Sand Shoal? He sure let me have it then, didn't he? I'll bet DUrin had that all sketched out, with me as his convenient little pawn. He could not care less about us if he tried, but hey! The feeling's mutual.
Does DUrin really strike you as the sort who values his relationships with his colleagues?
Fair point. Definitely not.
Which is why I always keep my guard up whenever he starts making suspicious moves. To that extent, our motivations align. On top of which, I consider you trustworthy people. Now, back on topic. In the wake of the Reikir of Solnari episode, Sandrone and I grew suspicious about DUrin's complete inaction during the entire affair. So we tried to find out what he'd been up to, but unfortunately to no avail.
He never lets anyone in on his plans. The more he cares about something, the more secretive he gets.
Indeed. Perhaps he believes that by keeping a low profile, he can avoid trouble. But that trick isn't going to work on his colleagues.
Yeah, I mean, he's been researching the ancient moon's remnants. And he's been trying to get his paws on the moon marrows. Only an idiot would believe he doesn't have something more planned.
With this in mind, I returned to Snezhnaya and relayed my thoughts to Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, entreating her to have him recalled.
That's pretty direct. Did the Tsaritsa agree?
Yes. I made it abundantly clear that the Fatui's business in Nodcry is almost concluded, and we do not need 3 harbingers in this territory. Her Majesty concurred. Accordingly, DUrin has returned at her orders. I imagine he is continuing with experiments, which no one besides he would ever have any interest in.
Common sense might mean nothing to him, but he's not stupid. He knows that no good can come from opposing the Tsaritsa. Smarts alone won't get him all the way. He needs the Rooster's resources and Regrator's Mora, both of which the Tsaritsa can strip from him by waggling a finger.
But doesn't he have a track record of publicly following orders while going against them in private? He probably has it down to a fine art by now.
Wouldn't put it past him. We worked together on a research project once. Only briefly, but it was enough to show me that we're fundamentally different people. He has no interest in doing things methodically, stage by stage. His thoughts jump all over the place, and the moment his curiosity is satisfied, or he gets the results he wants, he disappears. The only similarity we share is that, once we set our minds on doing something, we will see it done, whatever it takes.
Well, we definitely saw some of that in your battle with Rerir. You got so competitive.
Ugh, do not remind me.
Then I believe we all concur. Dottore will not simply give up.
Fantastic. Now this is turning into a whole day of unpleasant memories. Ugh. Are you talking about the moon marrow stuff?
He also strikes me as the kind of person to disregard experimental regulations.
Exactly that. And after all that, he left while I was still cleaning up after his mess. Waste of time. The nerve! He wasted my time!
You've been bottling that up for a while, huh?
Hat guy, I must say, you seem awfully familiar with internal Fatui affairs.
Thank you, Lady Harbingers, for providing such valuable information. I have no other questions for now, so I'll be on my way.
Wait, what? You're just gonna leave?
You're welcome to join if you want.
Ugh. Just when Paimon thought he'd finally mellowed out.
He makes quite the impression.
I'll say. I've met tons of headstrong people, but not many of them would join me in bad-mouthing Dottore. Anyway, back to the main agenda. Barca, you said that Columbina has gone missing? Or rather, disappeared.
Yeah. We're working on building a connection between her and this world. The simplest method is to find out her real name.
I've actually asked her that question before, but she said she didn't know. Considering our relationship, I doubt she was lying to me.
As far as I recall, she was never dispatched by Her Majesty to claim a gnosis or anything like that. That Tsaritsa's plans had long contained a place specifically for her.
I always thought that was weird. What could she do that the rest of us couldn't? Knowing what we do now, it's probably something related to Kavaki, right? More than likely. When she first arrived, Columbina would often go to Her Majesty and ask when, but Her Majesty always gave the same reply. The time has not yet come. So she spent her days in Snezhnaya doing basically nothing. The Tsaritsa has summoned a beautiful blind maiden to be a harbinger, giving her the third seat by virtue. Oh, it was a dumb and stupid rumor. But the reality of the situation made it hard to refute.
And what happened after that?
I imagine she stopped caring. She no longer seemed to care why she had been recruited, and Her Majesty never gave her any missions. So she just continued to sing in the flower garden. For my part, I was busy. So busy, in fact, that watching someone be that idol had me fuming. But still, I got the sense that she had long been used to a life of other people claiming she was needed when she wasn't.
I just felt that having a place to stay would cost me something eventually. And so I waited quietly for the day that I would have to pay the price.
And on the other end of that spectrum, you had me. Someone once told me that I had the lousiest work and the toughest luck. That's a good way of putting it. I forget who said it, but those words have always stuck with me.
But you've done your job exceptionally.
What is it? Something come to...
That makes sense. Nothing screams you are needed like you're...
Well, good luck with it. But if you ask me, Colambina is still the most shoutable name. I'm just so used to it now. After all the arguments we've had, I can't be bothered trying to remember another name for her.
Nor I.
Sandrone. Harlequino.
Huh! It's a Sealy! Does that mean Nicole has news for us?
Ladies, I thank you for your hospitality. If the chance ever comes up, I definitely owe you both a drink sometime.
I'm sure it will.
You can make your own way out. Heck, you've been here enough times, you probably know your way around better than I do.
Okay! Time to do what adventurers do best. Follow that Sealy!
Here you are.
Oh, hat guy.
How come you're back so soon? Did things go all right with the Fatui?
Fine. Totori's been summoned home by the Tsaritsa. Couldn't get much more than that. How about you? Any progress with the investigation?
Unfortunately not. We've tried everything. Different phantoms, different locations, different points in history. But the results are the same each time.
Abyssal monsters roaming the land. People crying out in despair, with no hope of being rescued.
Every time I see it, I can't help but think, is this what it was like in Mondstadt when Dragonspine DUrin attacked? And if I fail in the task I've been given, will I create yet another tragedy?
That's just meaningless speculation.
When we encountered similar phenomena previously, I tried to interfere with those illusions, using sounds and lights to guide them. However, we could not change their fates. At most, we were able to extend their existences.
The events of the past are like fate that has been written into Irminsul. There isn't a living thing in Teyvat that can escape its past.
But Miss Alice instructed us to try to find ways to change the outcome that these phantoms face.
It's an impossible task. Can't you just refuse?
Since she asked us to do this, I feel like it can't truly be impossible. Or if it is, well, mages can make the impossible possible. I could not have been born as DUrin otherwise.
But you also said that your past 39 attempts were fruitless.
That's true.
But you're still going.
Yes.
After this many futile attempts, surely you realize that you're not doing this because you still believe what some mage told you. It's because you want her hypothesis to come true. It's something you wish for deep inside. So, think for yourself about what you want to do. As long as you don't believe it's futile, it isn't.
Yeah.
Previous experience indicates that we cannot touch the phantoms, which limits the effectiveness of our interventions. If we want to clear this hurdle, we need to break this rule somehow.
Same thought here. Following the same rules means repeating the same failures. Reducing ourselves to mere playthings of fate.
So you mean we need to figure out a way to make contact with them despite knowing that we can't?
Yes, and I suspect that's something only you are capable of. Everything in Teyvat is logged in Irminsul, but the withering that once occurred in Sumeru was a sign that the Great World Tree was being corrupted.
This corruption allowed things that should not have existed in Teyvat to appear. This is tantamount to rewriting reality to an extent.
You're saying abyssal power might be able to affect those phantoms?
No one's ever tried it before. If you're gonna try it, it'll take courage. And you have to be confident that you can control it.
Is anyone there? Has anyone seen my daughter? She's missing. I have to find her. I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there? Ah!
If I can use my abyssal powers to warn him that there is danger here, maybe it'll change his decision. Maybe he'll stay away.
Yes. The important thing is not the nature of the power, but rather how you use it.
To intimidate and obstruct. Sounds about right for the Abyss.
Let me try. I should be able to influence that thing.
Have you seen a little girl?
What? This isn't the time for that! Just run!
I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there? What is this? Looks dangerous. I should get out of here.
He really left. Ha! We did it!
Don't celebrate too soon. Follow him. See what he does next.
Monsters approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
Help me!
Monsters approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
Help me!
Monsters approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
No! There's monsters ahead! Wait, is that the barrier I saw earlier? Why is it appearing now? It's as if someone's controlling it. The monsters are gone. The barrier's gone too. How odd. Anyway, I guess I'll keep going.
Quickly, let's keep up.
Wait, there was someone else here? Don't go any further. We've got anti-monster traps laid out everywhere. But my daughter must just be up ahead. I have to go. This way's blocked.
We might be able to use the explosives over there, but we need to take care not to hurt him. I'll use the barrier to keep him at a safe distance.
This barrier seems to be helping me somehow. Hey, Wake up! Good. Gotta keep moving ahead. So many monsters!
There's still a chance, DUrin. Use the traps.
Help me!
This is a new development. I've never seen this happen before. We might just be able to save this person.
Hello there. Have you seen my daughter? Spargana's her name. She's carrying a...
Get out!
But I can't just leave her here. She must be so scared right now.
Sorry.
Okay, thank you. If I do find her, I'll get her to shelter and come back for you.
Don't bother. I've got nowhere left to go.
What's that noise? Monster!
No, if he goes inside, he'll be walking into a trap. Let's...
Hello there. Have you seen my daughter? Sparkle.
Get out, what?
But I... Okay, if I do find...
Don't...
What's that noise?
No, if he goes inside, he'll be
Why? How will I know where Spargana's gone like this? You know what? I'll trust this strange barrier. It's gotten me this far after all. Spargana, are you there?
Ah.
What? What's this? Hey! Let us out!
Gah!
Huh? That's... Thank you. Yes,
DUrin, just like last time. Use the explosives.
It won't work. There's not enough left. But then, this clue could be the key to him.
It might not be the only one. Better he misses that clue.
I guess so.
Stop him, DUrin. We can't let him get any further in.
that's my daughter. I've searched. I no longer have anywhere else to...
I'm sorry. He refuses to go anywhere else. Whether he opens this door or not, all that awaits him now is death. We couldn't change his fate. Albedo? Hat guy? Let's try one more time. I don't know how we're gonna do this.
Why am I here? What's going on? All these scenes running through my head. Where are they from?
Huh? What's going on?
His reactions have changed.
How many times have I... What's happening to me? Huh? Wait. Who are you?
You can see us now?
I feel like I always could, but that I only just realized you were there. I'm sorry, I don't know how to describe what I'm feeling. But you were the ones guiding me using that marked barrier, right? I haven't done anything yet, but those monsters, those deaths, they feel like memories. Like things I really did experience. I won't find my daughter. In fact, I'll ultimately die trying to find her. Isn't that right?
Well, no, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Even so, we're trying to find a way out of this.
You've not seen my daughter either, have you? It seems she really isn't here.
I'm sorry we couldn't help you.
I'm just tired. Maybe this is destiny. Maybe it doesn't matter how hard I search. How long do I have left?
Experience says 15 to 20 minutes.
15 to 20. Thank you for all your help. Let's rest a while. You look exhausted too.
Now's not the time for you to start pitying us.
It's not pity. I'm just realizing that I've only got 10 or so minutes left. You know? You say you're from Mondstadt, yes? A place with windmills, where people enjoy limitless freedom? And you're from Sumeru, where they've built an academy into a giant tree?
Yes. It seems you've never heard of either place.
Those names are unknown to me, I'm afraid, yes. Have you heard of Hyperborea?
I have, but I heard that it was destroyed in the distant past.
I see. That was where my ancestors once lived. What about Delphi Pytho? Was it later rebuilt?
I've never heard that name.
Then what about Sal Vindagnir?
I have seen that name on stone tablets on Dragonspine. But I'm afraid the only things left of that place are its ruins.
I see. Sure enough, there was no way to turn this around, huh? I'm sorry. I was the one who asked to chat, but it seems like we're too many ages apart. There's barely any common ground to start from.
It's all right. We did hear something new, at least.
From how you speak of your lives, things must be going all right for you, I guess.
They are. Mondstadt is a place of freedom and happiness. There's a lot of good people in the church and the Knights of Favonius, and even outsiders find that it's an easy place to feel at home. We have festivals a few times a year. Everyone gets together to drink, sing, and be merry.
Sumeru is a lot more uptight. Not really the kind of place where you can relax. It's a nation fraught with problems wherever you look. But if all you want in life is to seek knowledge, I guess it's pretty much paradise.
That's wonderful. In other words, after this all-devouring black tide passed, humanity did not merely avoid extinction, but rose to build prosperous civilizations anew. I mean, I can see you all right now. That must mean the future isn't a total mess, right?
That's true.
Well, time's almost up. Let's part ways, I think. Might be best if you don't waste too much time on me. The chances are slim, I know, but I'd like to spend these last few minutes looking for Spargana. If things work out, I'd love to tell her about what I've heard. May we meet again. Well, or not, most probably. In that case, may your wishes come true.
He's gone. In a few minutes, he will meet the end that was his to begin with. The ending of this tale did not change, but I believe that we've just made the most progress we have yet.
May your wishes come true. If only it were so simple.
Hat Guy, could I ask you a question? You've never talked about your past. It seems complicated, and it weighs heavily on you, too. Would you be willing to tell me about it? I mean, sometimes it's better to get things out in the open. Take that guy we try to help, for instance. At least he said goodbye with a smile, right? I know about Albedo's past. Our experiences are very similar, and he created me. As for you, you're my first friend, and you've witnessed every step I've taken. But by comparison, I know nothing about you. Either way, I mean, we're still best friends. But if I knew more about you, I might understand your thoughts a bit better.
I've told you about myself. I'm a student at the academia.
And what did you do before that?
Prepared for the entrance exam?
All right. If you really don't want to talk about it, I won't press you any further.
I was a puppet built from the branches of a white tree, using technology left behind by the Conrian schools of mechanical engineering.
A white tree? You mean an Irminsul tree?
Yes, a branch of Irminsul that was once connected to the main tree.
So you had a human creator too?
Yeah, but my creator abandoned me after deciding that I was a failure. After that, DUrin, resisting the influence of the Abyss, suppressing the urge to destroy, trying to do the right thing. None of these things are easy, but no matter how hard they are, trying to rewrite past wrongs is far harder. You asked me if you would create a new tragedy if you failed. I told you there was no point speculating about that. But the real answer is, yes, you absolutely will.
That guy.
But at least you've got people here to help steer you away from the wrong path. So, just keep aiming towards the light.
I will. I promise.
All right, break time's over.
Hello? DUrin speaking.
Hello, friends, it's me! What have you been up to, I'm detecting some unmistakable fluctuations here at the border. The amplitude isn't particularly high, but they're completely different signals from the ones before, and the scale is comparable to those I've detected previously.
Alice, we were unable to save that person. However, he appears to have retained a portion of the memories gained through that cycle, and was able to hold a conversation with us.
I see. Well, that is rather odd indeed. It definitely merits further attention. Could I trouble you to keep trying the same approach? I need to gather some more data. Counting on you. I should probably have Nicole come and check this out as well.
There you are. I was worried you might stop to collect treasure chests opened by the Seelie along the way. It would have taken you so much longer to get here.
Another conversation I cannot hear.
I am delighted to see that you understand what takes priority, and that your adventurer's instinct has not swayed your resolve. Really, I must applaud you for it. You should know.
Paimon's head.
Okay, I'll try and keep it short. My senses are telling me that this is where we shall find the entrance to the ruins.
Oh, cool! Well, what are we waiting for? Let's open it up and see!
Patience. This was a sanctuary of great importance to the Hyperboreans. A special process is required to open the gate.
Oh! Like the place that housed the Eternal Moon's marrow?
Okay, so what's the plan? Need us to do anything? And just the short version, if you can.
Ah, all right then. I was planning to start with some background on the invention of these techniques. Are you sure you don't want to hear it? It's quite informative.
Remember what you were saying about priorities?
Fine. Simply put, we need 3 human representatives to successfully undergo a process of Kuvaki resonance. Think of it as a test from the 3 moon goddesses to see if the entrants are qualified, with the most recognizable qualification being Kuvaki.
Pretty sure Lauma would ace that test. Oh, wait. But we need 3 people.
I also have no doubt that the Moon Chanter would be qualified. But we would need 2 other people with the same constitution. Therefore, the most feasible method is not so much to follow the rules, but to figure out how the test functions and find a workaround. I've done some research, and it turns out the mechanism is rather crude. We'll simply need humans to stand before it who have sufficient Kuvaki energy within them.
I'm with you so far. How do we get the Kuvaki in them?
The easiest way would be transfusion. Take some Kuvaki from Nodcry's soil, put it into the bloodstream, and get it circulating in the body.
So we're going to cheat on the test?
Precisely. There are other methods, but this is the simplest one. Cheating the system is much easier than trying to hide from it.
Huh? Ah!
Sorry? Does the idea of cheating upset you, Miss Lauma?
No, that's not it. I suddenly had an idea.
Oh, what is it?
It's about Moon Prayer Night. I figured out a way for Kutar to join in the festivities.
But as Paimon said, we need to have our priorities straight. Let's get back to the test. I'll follow up with Nefer on the festival arrangements.
Oh, okay. Anyway, is this really the best method we have? A Kuvaki transfusion sounds dangerous, no matter how you slice it.
If you think that's dangerous, wait till you hear the other methods. I'd be more than happy to go through them if you'd like. There are several.
No need, we're good. Let's go with this one.
Very well. Kuvaki transfusion it is. Now, I should mention that the risks can be greater or lower depending on individual compatibility. It would be rash to simply infuse the Kuvaki and hope for the best. If the body rejects it, the reaction can be quite severe. The symptoms are similar to another condition that some people living here suffer from, known as congenital Kuvaki sensitivity. So, before we execute our plan, I will perform a simple test of my own to see who is compatible and who is not. Once that is done, we will have to complete the resonance process as rapidly as possible. The participants must remain stationary while the Kuvaki circulates and bonds with them, and they mustn't eat or drink anything.
What? No eating or drinking?
That's some hardcore fasting. They'll all be monks by the time they're through.
"3 days.
Oh, that's so long! And we still need to find 2 more people who are not just compatible, but also willing to volunteer.
Fasting? What are they talking about?
Really? Don't you want to...
Haha, Miss Nicole has made it clear that this is the easiest way. The way I see it, there's nothing else to discuss. It's time to step up.
Yeah, you're right. In that case, Paimon volunteers to be Captain of Logistics. She'll keep the fires lit and grab some spare clothes to keep you comfortable.
Then we'll start with you first, Traveler. Please step forward. How's it going? Do you feel anything? How about now? And now?
What about now?
You guys, it's not a competition, you know.
All right, I'm officially impressed. Even as a descender, you can withstand far more than I imagined. It's like I summoned a giant stone titan to arm wrestle you, and your arm hasn't even moved an inch. In my last attempt, I infused 5 times the amount of Kuvaki required. Yes. You're next, Mr. Varka.
Sure, here goes nothing.
All right. I'll start where we left off. 5 times the
Whoa, 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 hey, wait a minute.
How's it going?
Ooh, no, not great. I kind of want to puke. Feels like I've been drinking too much.
You think this is funny? I just lost to a young lady in an arm wrestling contest. I'm never gonna live that down.
My apologies. I'll look.
Oh.
How's it going now?
I'm not as dizzy as last time, but I can still feel it pulsing around.
In that case, you wouldn't be an ideal choice, Mr. Varka. Let's try someone else.
Okay. Let's go ask some of our other friends then.
No surprises here, Miss Moonchanter. You're
I'm getting a slight headache.
Shame. You were so close.
Whoa! I'm itching all over!
Allergic reaction. We can't have that.
Huh? Well, are you...
The Hexenzirkel is an organization that cares for and protects children. We will not have them do dangerous things. Not even tests.
Is something the matter?
The candidates have to be human.
I guess that rules me out too.
Huh. Everyone except the Moonchanter got beaten. Guess I don't need to feel so bad after all. I mean, looks like this isn't gonna be as easy as we thought.
Perhaps I could ask for volunteers among the Frost Moon Scions.
I'll see about talking to some trusted Lightkeeper colleagues. Itlua springs to mind. In fact, I think we had some former Frost Moon Scions join our
Can you give me the scientific explanation for how the test works? I can probably make some kind of test bot. Then, we can just zip through Nasha Town, going up to people and pressing a button to check their status. Wouldn't that be way easier?
No.
Wow! No elaboration for once.
How about I contact the Knights of Favonia's garrison in the Wave Chaser plane? Shame that Lohan's already left. And that guy's even tougher than I am.
Strange. The Moon Goddess is clearly revered by many people. So why is she on the brink of disappearing?
She mentioned that the world has rejected her from the very beginning.
And when we
Also, Paimon's not sure revered is the right word for how people feel about her.
Gratitude, certainly. For my part, anyway.
It's basic reciprocity. She helped us, so she deserves our help in return.
Yeah. Even though she looked...
A review of the relevant data leads me to conclude that Miss Columbina is a good person.
Yep, you bet!
They really think so?
I'm super surprised that Columbina isn't her actual name, though. I think it really suits her. It's light and graceful and... yeah, just a really pretty name.
I know, right?
Unfortunately, that's not our decision to make.
Columbina. That was the code name the Fatui gave me. But it also came up in the song I heard when I was born. But... is that really all there is to it? What do I truly think of my own name? Is there anyone left who will still call me by that name?
Moon Prayer Night is getting closer by the day. We're running out of time. We need to look for other candidates.
Then allow me to try.
Huh? What are you doing here?
You contacted your friends via the Adventurers Guild. Sandrone has been keeping an eye out for something like that, so she informed me. Since I have the ability to accommodate a moon marrow, I should prove to be a suitable candidate.
Arlecchino.
When can we begin?
I see. We can begin right away. How was it? Did you feel any discomfort?
Not at all.
Then it seems we shan't need to look for additional candidates after all.
Great! Cool. Alright, like Paimon said, the rest of us can take turns making sure—
Then, my job is to take care of the caretakers. I will ensure everyone receives food and accommodation.
I'm ready as well.
The work is done. The sacred scroll shut. The stars grow dim, the people silent. The white sun sets, the silver moon rises. O path to the temple, appear now before us.
Wow! It really opened!
So that's what all this is about. They've been trying to open this gate.
Come, let us enter.
It might be best to eat something first. Take care to chew properly and swallow slowly. It will give your body time to readjust to the digestion process.
They will head in soon. They will need to enter this gate. Huh? I cannot pass through. Is it because I have no physical body? It has been 3 days. My strength has all but completely faded. Can I really Hold on until Moon Prayer Night.